All right. So this is gonna be a really good video. I am making this to be vulnerable. I've learned so much about being vulnerable and what that means, and how we are scared to be open, scared to be seen, and so we suppress all of the things that we don't see should be shown, or we don't see as something good. We only show the good parts, which is hard, because when we show the good parts, those are the only things that are cycling out of us, and those bad parts are what stays within, stays inside of us, to molder and to fest and to stay bad. So I want to share this video to be vulnerable, to share more of me. And I'm frustrated. I am very, very frustrated with myself. So much so. I got home from my mission a week ago, and the world is very real. The world is amazingly hard. I likened it to being broken. I know I was before my mission. I was broken inside. There was a lot of things that I did not like about myself, and so I went to the mission field and I got put into a sling. I got put into a cast. For 2 years I sat and I healed myself, and so many opportunities in my mission healed who I was on the inside and out. But I came out here, and now I have to figure out how to use that broken limb again. I have to figure out how I can stretch it, how I can use it again in a different atmosphere, in a different setting, with different people and different surroundings, because I am a different person. Same place 2 years ago, but I am a different person now, different limb. I realized on my mission as well, during this healing process, that I suppressed a lot of who I was. I got the opportunity to be in leadership on my mission, and I felt that I needed to put on a persona to help the missionaries in the mission to be better. And so I took on this very serious guy, this serious person that I'm like, be exactly obedient, be exactly be exactly obedient, be perfect in everything, so that we can get all those blessings, right? There's no time for fun, because we have to work. We have to be obedient, we have to work hard, we have to be diligent, we have to bring miracles, and we can only do that if we spend every hour and every day knocking on doors and doing all we can to just work. And so it's very serious, very direct, and that's kind of the persona that I put on. And so I became this person. I suppressed all the fun and the outgoingness and the laid backness of me, who I was, and I suppressed that, and so that it was gone for a while. And I realized that when I came back here, that kept showing. And although being serious is a good thing, I was suppressing a lot of those things, and it didn't make me happy, right? I would start saying things like, "You're not fun. You are not. People don't want to hang around you. You're too serious." Like, oh my gosh, right? And I played this game in my head, and I attacked myself. And when we have those feelings, anything that we suppress, we may suppress anger, right? Saying, why would you be angry? That is a bad thing. You suck for being angry. You are horrible. You're a horrible person. You tell that to yourself. And I ask, how can you love a person who calls you names? How can you? It's possible, for sure, but it's hard. A person that is calling you names and is mean to you, it's very hard to love them. Harder. And so that goes the same for yourself. Like, if I am attacking myself, if I am calling myself names, if I am judging myself, then it is hard for me to love myself. It is hard for me to appreciate who I am. And I want to love myself. I want to love myself. So I am taking these things out, putting it on the table, and I'm going to choose to love every single part of me, right? It is not our job to judge. That's God's job. And I cannot judge myself. I can't do that, because where judgment is, at least for us, love cannot reside. And so in order to love myself, I have to lay aside judgment and to be vulnerable, lay it out there, and love myself for who I am, because everyone has trials, everyone beats themselves up. I'm sure I'm not the only one, but I'm doing this for my benefit, and hopefully some other people can learn as well. And so our emotions are so, my mom is so wonderful. I'll give her a shout out. She did this first and she taught me. And so she taught me a lot about emotion and just how we have to feel emotion. Emotion is God-given. And when we suppress that, it's not healthy. It stays and it sits and it festers and it creates those thoughts in our head. And so in order to truly get over them, to get past them, we have to experience them the best possible way that we can. That's just getting it out there. Telling, I am frustrated, I am angry, I hate this world, I hate this life, I hate that I am tempted all the time, and I hate that I fall into temptation all the time. And it's a horrible, horrible feeling. But it's out there, and I recognize it, and it's that personal integrity. Oh my goodness, it's that personal integrity. When I recognize those things in myself, like, yeah, I'm angry, yeah, I'm frustrated, yeah, I sometimes fall into temptation, more often than some people probably, but when we put that out there, it's, you know, a little bit of who you are, you know, a little bit more. I know a little bit more of who Riker is, because I'm out there. I don't suppress me. And so now I'm easier to love. I'm not hiding from myself. As we have that personal integrity, as we are truthful to ourselves, as we are willing to put everything out there, we can see truly how God sees us. That's an amazing principle. But I don't want to make this long, because I know no one is on Facebook for more than 20 minutes at a time, and there's a lot of other people that we need to check up on. But know that I love myself. I love that I keep trying, and I love that I have family that can help me, and a loving Heavenly Father that's going to help me see me as He does. And if I see me as He does, then it's going to be all the more easier to see others as He does. But first I have to forgive myself before I forgive others. But this is Riker Smith signing out with his frustrations. We'll see you next time. We'll probably do this a lot.